to them. The All-Seeing Guys. The All-Seeing Guys. It's great to chill.
Yo!
Hello! Welcome to a bonus episode for All Seeing Guys podcast.
Are you sure you want to call it a bonus? Can't
Well,
we just?
it's not number 48, it's not 49. It's
No,
just
but we could in effect use this for when we're too lazy and we need an episode.
No, because I've already said it's coming.
Oh yeah, all right, fair enough. Cool.
It's a bonus episode.
Okay, bonus episode then.
It's a bonus episode to celebrate us heading up towards 50.
Yes,
2 years of
there.
podcasting.
That's it.
Delivering every 2 weeks. For
Without
for
fail.
almost 2 years. In
Without
a couple of
fail.
months. Without fail.
I'm gonna say it. Can you believe it?
Man. I can believe it. I'm
Can
sat
you
right
believe
here. If you're listening to this, you might have heard our previous episodes, or you're just checking us out and thought this would be a good one to start with, because it's just a compilation of the last 50. Well, actually, the last
Nearly 50 episodes.
Yeah, 47 episodes. I think they're making this. It features some of our. I wouldn't say our finest moments, because I just went for the moments I found funny myself.
I don't think we've expressed finer moments. And,
No, with pretty much all our guests making an appearance throughout this as well.
Yep.
I think there's clips of all
everyone from Fighting Cock staff to Kaz to Tom.
Yep.
Do
So
say
fighting
if
cocks,
people-
the
do say
fighting
if
cocks
it-
drinkers.
Yeah.
Fighting
Do
Cock
do
staff,
please
the
say if
Fighting
these
Cocks
people haven't
regulars.
made the cut.
No, they're in. They're all in. They're all in.
So like, and Tom, hold on there,
They're
mate.
all in. They're all in there.
Just go to show, man. We've had some quality guests. In
Yeah,
the last,
I think you'll
50
hear
or
it for
nearly
yourself
50
in here.
episodes.
You also hear the first few clips literally are from the first episode going forward. So you'll hear a change, I think, from the beginning up until the recent ones.
What were we like back then?
Oh man, we were timid,
Yeah.
quiet, shy. No, we weren't
Lame.
any of those things.
Fucking lame.
So I hope you enjoyed this this clip show we put together. A kind of best of, I've called it,
Nice, very nice.
but not really.
Sit back, sit back, get your hands slippery, and
Enjoy the All-Seeing Guys.
and listen to the All Seeing Guys.
Enjoy. We realised mid-conversation that what we were discussing was essentially could be the podcast people wanted to do.
That was it, yeah. It all, it was it was whether people were acting or lying.
Yes.
And how different those particular things were.
Yeah, because can you trust an actor because they're really good liars?
Yeah, they're basically, their job is to live a lie.
Yeah, so if you were dating, if your girlfriend was an actress...
I wouldn't believe she'd ever orgasmed.
Yeah, well, yeah, anything like that. Like, anything at all. Even when she, like, gives you the most heartfelt, I love you speech.
And then just finishes off with acting.
Yeah, that's it. It could be that. Like, any argument you had with her, you could always end the argument with, and the Oscar goes to...
Imagine, you'd be sleeping on your sofa, I think. But you'd be all right.
Yeah, well,
You'd
no,
be-
she would be sleeping on the sofa. She's an actress. She has no fucking money.
That's very
If she's
true,
an
yeah.
actress, she's dating us. She has no fucking money.
But if she's getting nominated for
Or you,
Oscars
not us,
in
not
arguments,
dating both of us.
no, that's weird. That would be. I mean, that would.
I know we're a duo, but
Yeah, it's never come to that.
not yet. There's still
Not
time.
yet. Not yet.
Right, so that's pretty much it. Let's just fucking head straight into this motherfucker. All-Seeing Guys. So someone asked, what does a cheeky Nando's mean?
It was. It was. The first thing I ever saw of it was that it was an article, and it was apparently English people on Tumblr were having to explain to Americans what a cheeky Nando's was, because
it's not out there.
Yeah, no, it's not out there at all. So they haven't really got an idea of what it is, and
It'll be out there now, I imagine. It'll be out there soon.
In like that.
It's some wonders for them.
Yeah, but there was a massive confusion. So the thing that was really funny was how English people were deciding to explain what a cheeky Nando's is. I did see someone actually. There was someone put up like an English translation, and someone responded with, "Can you translate this to American English?"
The Wild Song?
Yeah. but someone did like an American translation of it, of basically what you just said. And I also found that other countries are now doing different sort of versions, and I found the Australian version, which goes a little something like this. Righto, mate, it's like this. You're having a Sunday sesh, getting fucking maggot with the boys, having a right piss up, and it's fully sick. Davo and Steve-O are setting up the barbie to cook some snags, and your fucking gas bottle's carked it. Bazza, who likes Maccas... Bazza, like, who's keen for a Maccas. Oh, man. Oh, I need to compose myself. Bazza's like, who's keen for a Macca's? But you had Macca's for brekkie and Tomo had it this arvo. Then Archie's the fucking mad cunt. He goes, hey boys, I'll be designated driver. Piles us into the Commodore, SSV, because he's on Big Mob's cash money. And we all cruise down to Nando's for a feed. We're quite known for our weird dreams, aren't we?
Exactly.
We do have a series of Facebook statuses that are just weird.
And
the
Time
weirdest.
Hop continuously reminds me of dreams I had that were crazy even 5 years ago.
I think, and that's the only thing I really like about Time Hop is that
Yes.
it actually does remind me of the ridiculous dreams that I used to have. My favourite, actually, I do have a favourite,
Go on, then.
which is I was once in a shootout with the teenage cast of Hollyoaks around the 2005 era.
Was it paintball?
No, it was fully automatic weapons.
Wow.
I was in a bit of a pickle, and all of a sudden, Vanilla Ice turned up in the A-Team van and rescued me, only to drive me off and try and seduce me in the back.
I think he actually generally would do that as well.
Yeah.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! He would sing that all the way through.
Yeah, and he would be rapping in my ear whilst possibly bumming me.
I hate they don't give anything away when they're like someone on Facebook also once like checked into a hospital.
Yeah.
And just put at the hospital
Again.
and but they didn't say why. And everyone was like, "What's up, hon? What's up, hon? What's up, hon?"
Like just fishing.
Fuck's sake, could this day get any fucking worse? I hate my life. Inbox me, hon. What's
Call
wrong,
me, babe.
sweetheart? Call me, babe. Call me, babe. I'm going to call you, babe. Or the most pointless message, I'm going to inbox you, babe.
Yeah.
Why? Just
Why?
inbox her.
Just inbox it.
I'm
Just
going to
do it.
text you.
I'm gonna speak to you right now.
Joe, I'm going to ring you up and tell you that I'm going to text you.
Excellent.
Joe, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna text you in a minute, and I'm gonna Facebook you.
It is. That's the
Not
that
email
is,
though, because
no.
that's not as
Who
good for
uses
sharing.
email? But it is, the vague Facebook status. It's just like where it's just like, I can't believe he's done this again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god. Like
FFS.
you could
for
not
fuck's sake.
you could not be so clearly like fishing for someone to ask you what is happening.
Well, that was unexpected. What
Yeah.
What was it? What was it?
Don't you just fucking hate that?
And you hate it because you don't want to fucking know, but then you do, and you go
Yeah.
past and you see, oh my god, 7 comments. I better see what.
So one of them's clearly
what's
got to be
happening.
an explanation.
Click on it, and it's just 7 people being like, "What's going on? Babe?
What's going on?
What's
and then
going
the
on?"
last one will be them saying, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, or there's nothing. They're waiting till I'm not commenting on that. There's at least 20 comments. I want to build up some hype before I announce like what actually happened. Was
Yeah.
I managed to fit into my size 10 swimsuit
I chipped a nail.
that I haven't been able to get into for 2 years.
Got a manicure 2 hours ago. Chipped a nail already.
Chipped a nail.
Could
Fuck's
this
sake.
day get any worse?
Hate my life.
Ugh.
Fuck my life. Bee in the bonnet.
Ah, yes.
But this time, the bee in the bonnet isn't something that we have. We've been listening to you, listening to your feedback.
yeah.
And something that's cropped up a few in emails.
It's
and
been
tweets
mentioned a few
has
times,
been
isn't it?
Joe's accents.
Yeah,
that he's
so,
dropped occasionally.
So back in the first episode when we were talking about the definition of a cheeky Nando's,
Yes.
I found an Australian alternative and decided to do the accent to match it,
Of course.
just because it seemed fitting. Not a lot of people liked it.
No.
There was a lot of. It's not that they didn't like it or were offended by my ability to not do a decent one. But yeah, it was.
They just didn't like it.
Yeah, people basically just didn't like it. But this can be explained because apparently I have a bit of a history of accents.
Open some old wounds. This did.
Yes.
It kicked up some.
I have to.
Some shit.
My
Some history from
my
Jackson.
my sister Amy, she listens as well, and thank you for your support, Amy. We're glad we make you laugh in public, embarrassingly. But she actually sent me a text after listening to the first episode, and she reminded me of a story from when I was back in like primary school.
Yes.
And we had this assembly, and so the whole all of this school is in this assembly, and they're asking students if they know how to speak a different language other than English. And there are kids getting up because
So how old are you at this point, would you say?
oh my god,
That's not an age.
no, it's not an age. I don't know, man. I must have been, I don't know, 7 maybe.
Okay, that's good.
Something like that.
That's good. Set the scene. Joe's 7.
A 7-year-old Joe.
Yep.
I might even have been younger. I can't really remember, to be honest. This is just word of mouth for me.
Okay.
So everyone's getting up and they're talking, saying their accents and things like that. And there's a few sort of different variations and stuff. And I confidently raised my arm, and the teacher she picked me out and said, "Yes, Joe," and I said, "I can speak Australian." Because I'm 7 years old and an idiot, that's a completely different language to me.
Yes, of course.
She looked a little bit confused and was like, "Okay, go ahead." And I stood up, and in front of an entire assembly, I spoke in Australian, and I said, "I'm gonna do it again. I can see the pub from here."
You said pub.
I did, yeah.
Where did you pick that up from at 7 years old?
Castlemaine Forex
Oh,
advert.
of course. Yes.
There was many of them.
Of course.
And laughter increased.
Yes.
And that was apparently, and then it got back to my mum and dad as well, because I think the teachers they
Called them
call
in,
them.
did they?
Yeah, well, you know.
Sit down about a 7-year-old Joe and his Australian accent.
But this is the other thing as well, because I told my mum about like Amy telling me that story, and she was like, "Well, you know, also." That you once used to think you could speak French. And now this is around the same sort of age, around that sort of like confused 7-year-old age. And apparently one day I'd come home from school and I said to my Mum, do you know so and so doesn't know how to speak French? And she was like, "What?" She said, "Well, you don't know how to speak French." And I was adamant that I knew how to speak French, and we went back and forth a little bit. And I was like, "Yes, I do." She was like, "No, you don't." I was like, "Yes, I do." And she was like, "Go on, then speak French." And again, confidently, I cleared my lungs and I went, "Hello, my name is Joe." I tell you what, man, I got on Xbox, I remember playing like a Call of Duty sort of thing, and I once received a message from like a 12-year-old kid calling me a fucking cunt. And I was just
he
like,
knows you
from a
then.
12-year-old. I responded, "Mate, don't worry. It was good." I told him I was going to kill his mum.
Bloody hell. Good on you, Joe.
I went down to his level.
You made
I
that
went down to his
12-year-old
level.
cry.
It was great. Sure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
You go to a girl's house and you spend the night and you're like, at what point am I like, I need to go for a fucking
Yeah.
shit. What's going to happen? What's going to come out? How am I going to cover this up? Like,
what shade of brown is it going to be?
what is it going to stink out the whole fucking house?
Of course it is.
You know, you
It's
can't relax,
waste.
like-
Of course it's going to stink out.
So I had an experience in this as well, where I get for our word this.
How many shitting stories is too many?
This is definitely. Well, I definitely only have this one left.
Okay, that's
that
cool.
I'm willing to talk about right now.
Yeah.
I was staying at a friend's house, an ex-girlfriend's house. Actually, no, I wasn't. I was staying at her sister's.
Okay.
And we were there, and I was a bit nervous and stuff. So I was like, okay, I've not stayed here before, and blah, blah, blah. And spent the night, you know, we had a bit of drink the night before, had a bit of smoke, and just ate loads of shit food.
It's kind of a big deal as well, like staying over and stuff.
Went to bed anyway. The sister's like ex-boyfriend was staying over that night.
Right.
And he was quite a scary guy. Anyway, I heard him come back during the night. And I drunk and went to sleep downstairs.
Yeah.
In the morning, I woke up at like 6. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go now. Where I sleep. Like, I need to go. So I get up.
I can't hold this off any
Creep
longer.
into the bathroom, sit down. I'm like, right, okay, I'm going. And, you know, it's happening. Right, then I hear from downstairs the guy come up. And I'm just like, oh, okay, where's he going? And then the door handle turns.
Did your bumhole just close up?
Wait, and he was like, who's in there? Who's in there? I was like, oh, Greg is. He's like, hurry up. And he was just waiting outside the door.
Oh, God.
Like, everything just stopped. Everything just went to fucking...
Time.
Everything went to
Your
lockdown.
bowels.
Like, it stopped mid-drift. And I'm just like, fuck, what am I... And I can't relax because he's outside the door. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to shake it off. It's not coming.
That's it. You need to
And
relax,
I'm
man.
just like, oh my God, this is what am I going to do? So I was like panicking. So I just like panicked. He knocked again. He was like, come on, what are you doing in there? And I'm like, oh my God. So I stood up, just grabbed loads of tissue and just fucking wiped through.
Yeah.
you know, and I keep going because
Like it's a marker
you
pen.
know, because this is messy because you know it's not done. Throwing at the toilet, and I look down and I was like, man, there's too much tissue in there.
Yeah.
I was like, what do I do? Like, do I flush it twice? So I just flushed it.
Yeah.
Went down and I was like, okay, and then it all came back up.
Ugh.
Like, oh,
What, all the toilet
and
paper
of course
or just
I-
everything?
Yeah, it just floated back up, like because this guy's had the
It's a nice little
toilet,
poop soup.
Yeah, because the guy's heard the toilet flush. He's like,
Yeah.
right, it's coming out now, so he's ready, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. He's like, come on. And I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? What's panicking, looking at this blocked toilet?
Yeah, yeah.
This guy at the door, I'm freaking the fuck out. So I'm just like, oh, oh. So I just grabbed it all. I just like grabbed all the tissue, pulled it out, and it all like drained away. Now I'm left with this
Big
massive
pile of shit
shitty
tissue.
fucking tissue. I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, come on. I'm like, yeah, like trying to turn the tap on. So I'm like washing my hands. It's like, I'm looking at the bath. I'm like, I could just throw it in there and pull the curtain across.
And hope for the
And then
best.
come get it.
But what if he needed a shower?
Well, that's it, and then come get it when he's done.
Yeah.
I think it's needed to go to the toilet. I was like, I could just risk it. And I was like, no, I can't. I just looked and the window was open, so I just panicked and threw it out the window. Opened the door, he's like, oh, fucking, it stinks and shit. Like, anyway, a few hours
damn
later,
right it does.
A few hours later, having breakfast, and we're getting ready to go out. And then the sister goes out the front, opens the door, and I'd say, oh no! Someone's thrown shit all over me car. And I go out and I'm just like, oh my god.
Were you just like the innocent
like-
party?
It's like, let me help.
Oh, who would do such a thing?
Oh, let me help you clean up. No, don't you dare, it's not your problem.
You're a guest. It's not your problem. Oh, if only they knew. That was one of my
I
weirdest.
don't know if this is my favourite dream, but it's definitely one that sticks in my mind. I remember a girl I used to work with. In my dream, she came into where I worked with her mum and was like, can we use the toilet? And I was like, yes, of course you can. Sent them through, but when they got there, it was like a Roman palace, pillars and like drapes on the wall, all like stone floor, and it was very big and
That's
open.
the fanciest toilet
And there
I've
was
ever
like one toilet in there. It was in the far corner, and I was already on it. Like, wearing like robes, and they came in. Oh, sorry, we didn't realise you were on the toilet.
Present.
And I'm like, it's okay. Come in, sit down. Don't worry about that. How you doing? You right? What's going on? Nice bag, like chatting away. And then
In your robe.
she went through her bag. I was like, oh, I can't find my phone. I need to make a phone call. I was like, don't worry. And I got up and I got myself in like a squatting position, like my kind of ass off the floor, and I started like shuffling forward, and I proceeded to shit out a phone.
Fucking maniac.
I remember years ago there was a Town Weirdo Award on XFM,
Oh, yeah. I think I remember
Okay.
you telling me about this.
and the winner was Moses from Kingston.
Yeah!
Yes.
Moses is Kingston.
He is
I don't care
Kingston.
what anyone says, man.
One of my greatest encounter. I've been encountering Moses so many since I was a fucking kid, man.
Yeah.
Like since I can remember Moses has been around Kingston. Again, I'll put a picture on the Facebook page when this episode drops, but have a look yourself. It's on YouTube as well. Moses of Kingston.
I always try and take a sneaky Moses picture.
I do a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dress sense changes. He's always dressed insanely.
It's impeccable.
I mean, I say insane, right? Amazingly.
He's
a beef eater sometimes.
he is, yeah.
You know, my best outfit I saw him in was like skin tight, fucking like spandex.
Was it one of those morph suits?
And he had like a little cape, a belt with a plastic sword, and a Zorro mask on. I've spoken to Moses so many times over the years. He comes in my shop quite a lot, and I just let him go on because I love it. I love it when he comes in the
He's
shop.
so funny.
He comes in, he talks to my mannequins.
I think as well.
he talks to himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
He talks to me. But once he came in my shop, and he came up to me and said, hello, sir. You are a very good man. You're a very nice man. I know why. You're a good man. And I'll tell you why you're a good man, because you would buy a Pakistani builder a breakfast. You would buy a Pakistani builder I wouldn't buy him breakfast. I wouldn't, because I'm not a good man. But you are a good man, so you would buy a Pakistani builder a breakfast. And I'm like, yes. I don't even know what that means.
Did you make an effort to? Or have you since bought a?
I don't. How would I know Pakistan is a builder, when I go in and he's sat there like
To be fair-
in a high vis jacket in a cafe, I'm like, excuse me, sir, that breakfast is on
My
me.
man, are you of Pakistani descent? Yes, I am. Are you a builder? No.
I'll pay for your coffee then.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for your
not even that.
breakfast.
I'll pay for your coffee just because I disturbed your morning. When I used to work in Kingston, I used to work in a camera shop, which goes unmentioned because I fucking hated it. But he one day came in and it was a small shop, so it was only me and my manager like on there in the day, and I was serving a
Customer.
Nah, yeah, but I'm trying to think of like a PC way of saying this because I don't really know. It's like he had Down syndrome.
Okay,
So
that's how you say it. To be fair,
I wasn't sure if that was the correct way or not. I'm not too sure. It was a guy with Down syndrome, and he had like a helper, like a carer with him as well.
Oh yeah. A little assistant, a Debbie McGee.
Syndrome's little helper. So that one's going to get me in trouble. So I was serving this guy and everything, and it was.
I
just,
reckon we could get our own TV show on Channel 4 if we keep this up long enough.
Yeah, but
reckon
like
we
at
could get
like
our own
3
TV
a.m. when no one's going to watch it.
No, 3 in the afternoon, I reckon.
3 in the afternoon.
No, Channel 4.
Give Jeremy Carl a run for his fucking money.
Yeah.
So whilst I was serving this guy with Down syndrome, Moses comes bawling in, like already talking at my manager from the door.
Of course.
Like he likes to talk at a distance.
Yeah.
So he comes in and he starts
Got a
talking
lot
to
to
my manager
say.
and stuff like that. And the bit that made me just fucking lose it was when he said to my manager, a lot of people think I'm a spastic. I'm not a spastic. This guy's a spastic. And he just points at like the Down syndrome guy that I'm serving, and I'm just there, just like, oh my fucking god, and just repeatedly, just like, I'm not a spastic. People think I'm a spastic, but this guy's a spastic, but I'm not a spastic. I'm definitely not a spastic.
Oh,
and
my
it's just
God.
like, this needs to end. This needs to end now. This is horrible.
Oh, God.
So
He
that was-
told me I looked like Prince Philip once. I didn't like that. And I'm going to start, before I tell the story, what I actually heard that made me write this down. I heard an Englishwoman shout, I'm not aggressive, I'm assertive. And in brackets, I put fat English aggressive woman. This woman was fat English woman.
And aggressive.
And there, in front of her was like a really frail woman
Yeah.
with like her little travelling companion. And they're both quite old, obviously been out in the sun.
So
And
spastic
she
little
was
helper.
trying... No, not at all. And they were both trying to get on the bus. And they got separated because everyone was like storming to get on.
Yeah.
All English people, not
Standard.
the
Yeah,
fucking
they don't.
queue.
Yeah, there's.
And the old woman got left behind, and she kind of walked past this fat woman, and the fat woman started shouting, "Excuse me! Excuse me!" And the woman's like, "Oh, sorry. No! She didn't say, she said something else. She went, No, I'm English. You say excuse me to me, and excuse me, I'm English. You say excuse me.
Fuck off.
Don't say anything else." And then the other woman was like, you're so aggressive. I'm not aggressive. I'm assertive. I'm English.
You're cunt.
And then she went to touch her shoulder to say sorry again. She went, don't touch me. It hurts. Because she's obviously sunburned.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So embarrassing. You know, Will sat behind the couple she was shouting at.
Yeah.
And we saw one of the women get her phone out and show her other friend, like a you know, those silly like inspirational messages you see on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
She showed her one
Was
of
there a
those.
picture of
She
Minions?
showed her one of those on her phone, and it just said, "My one regret in life is not telling enough people to fuck off."
Yes! Amazing.
There was one quick thing I wanted to bring up while on the subject of my holiday in Malta that I meant to bring up earlier.
Yeah.
I was away for 8 nights.
Yep.
So I arrived...
I missed you.
I missed you too. So I arrived about, 4 o'clock Sunday.
Yeah.
And then 8 nights later, I left very early in the morning, Monday morning.
Indeed.
8 nights. What would you say is the acceptable amount of time for someone to shit in that time?
In 8 nights?
Yeah, well, 8 days. That's
I guess like
7
8 times. If you're a normal person with a normal system of digestiveness.
I shit 40 times.
40!
Yeah. It was relentless, mate. Like, not even like I had the shits, like I had to keep, like, I need to get to a toilet. At no point was I caught short or like I have to go. Just when I got
40!
I would get up, have a shit, go have the buffet breakfast, come back, have a shit, have another shit, go out, come back, have a shit. Like, and that included, because at one point I said to Lizzie, I was like, I'm on like 32 shits. She's like, do you reckon you can get to 40 before we leave?
And I was like, I hope so. And that was the thing is, as soon as we landed,
See, this is why I love your wife, because there's situations like that where some people are like, oh my god, you need to go to a doctor. Not your wife, not Lizzie. And she'd be like, no, you got hit 40.
the last day, I was like 6 away, and I did like 4 in a space of an hour before leaving. The last day, to be fair, was the worst.
So you did 40 shits in 8 nights.
Yeah.
I've just worked out on my phone. That is an average of 5 shits a day.
I think one day I did 7. So some days were less than others.
So Sunday was a bit of a quiet.
The last day was really bad because I shit so many times, even at the airport, like literally to the point of getting on the plane. As soon as I got off the plane, this is why I didn't count it as 41 because I did. As soon as I got off the plane in England,
that don't count. Yeah.
I did shit at the airport.
Yeah, that don't
twice. I did more shits the day of.
You're
getting
back in English soil.
I didn't shit in the soil, but I did shit a lot. Mate, my fucking arsehole the last day had so much fucking fire. I thought it was going to drop its own mixtape. Like, try something a bit different. I'm going to go for a wee, but I'm not going to stop recording.
Okay.
And I'm going to see what happens while I'm gone.
Okay.
So Greg's going to go for a wee, and we'll see what happens. I'm not taking the mic with me. You won't hear me do it.
Well, this is a fun little experiment.
All of a sudden, it's the Harry and Joe show.
Yeah, there we are. Right.
Put me
Got
out,
rid of that bozo. Now listen.
So you haven't seen Gremlins?
No.
Do you feel?
No, we're not doing that Christmas film shit anymore, right? It's gone
what are we
now.
going to do now?
Ardennes Offensive in 45.
Ardennes Offensive?
Yeah, well, it was end of 44, of course. Yeah, Battle of the Bulge.
But it's a penis contest.
No.
No.
No, this is war. This is serious.
Are we back on war?
No, it's von Rundstedt did a bold kind of push aiming for Antwerp. Yeah.
How did that work out for him?
Colin, you must know about it. It was in Band of Brothers. You must have watched that.
I haven't watched Band of Brothers.
You must have done it. It's a box
There is-
set. It's the
I
kind
can
of thing
almost-
you watch is box sets.
I can almost guarantee.
Yeah, I smashed the whole thing in a day.
And then I watched a box set.
Yeah. I see. That's me trying to turn this podcast around into something informative and historical. You just keep bringing it back to wanking.
I can honestly say there's a lot of TV and box sets that I haven't seen. I was never one for Band of Brothers. I don't watch Game of Thrones and everyone has a go at me.
No, I'm a bit bored of that.
It's just
No,
like,
Band of Brothers is fantastic.
is it good?
Yeah, it's so good.
Do they have a
So
Christmas
good.
special?
No. No.
I don't have a Christmas special.
No.
Greg, have you ever seen Band of Brothers?
I have the box set.
He's got the box set.
I like Band of Brothers.
Who can remember the Crystal Maze fucking theme tune? I just started singing X-Men for a minute there.
Thank God he's
I was
gone.
like, da-da-da-da-da. I know. Act like that fucking guy.
Kept him turning me off for being too far away
Oh my
from
God,
him.
can you believe the fucking amount of research he does?
No, but it's too fair. Someone needs to, because you're not going to do it.
Walkabout fucking magazine? Are you kidding me?
No, he's a subscriber to that.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It's apparently it's a good read.
I can't believe he does that. That must be so boring.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to do it, are you?
No, of course I'm not going to do it. Exactly. I pay rent on the fucking recording studio, aka my house. I know I live here.
You have to live it. You need
I
something.
don't have to. I like living here.
I wouldn't want to see you back on the streets.
No, I don't want to be back there.
No.
I finally got rid of all the syphilis.
Have you got rid of it?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to have a party for that then.
Yeah, like a dick-sucking syphilis party. That's how I got the syphilis. We might as well celebrate it.
Exactly. It's to start the cycle
Let's
all
not
over
talk about
again.
that. I mean, it's just like, he's not here right now. It's just like, oh God, just doesn't stop.
I know. It's nice to have a bit.
I had an anecdote about me in Australia and I just fucking got completely blindsided.
Well, yeah. Who cares about you in
I
Australia?
mean, I know you guys have been travelling. I've heard about it for the last 8 years.
Yeah, it's a good thing you weren't there.
I went up a mountain in Cairns. I got a train up a mountain, and I got it's just like, oh shit, he's back.
So, so I was just talking about loads of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, Australia was
that
fun
was
and stuff.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to mind my sofa there?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Seriously?
Sorry.
Seriously?
That was
Really?
bad, but it was better than the alternative.
That was fine. the alternative
I was
being
really
you going
worried.
down on me a
I
second
was
time.
really worried I was going to stack it. So I'd fallen off climbing over the sofa. That all have gone.
You have a good wee.
I had a fantastic wee, Ben. Thank you for asking.
But it's going to sound like.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing silly. I thought you were just doing the. That I thought it was the girl.
Oh no! Shall I do? I'll do Graham.
Yeah, okay.
I'll do the voiceover of
Yeah.
Graham.
Go on, then.
So, this is Sharon from Chelmsford. She is 25, she works at reception in a Dexter's, and she's here looking for love. So, Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm from Chelmsford. Question number 1 is to Sorta number 1. If you could take me out on a dinner, what would you make sure that was served?
Wow, that's a real good question. That's really nice. You're there, obviously, they're an intelligent lady. I really appreciate the question that you asked me there. But I would take you out for a series of mini meals, because I would take you out for a little platter down the local pub. And I would get nachos, fish finger sandwiches, with lots of lemon sauce in the fish finger sandwiches. And I
Sorry.
Chicken
Sorry,
nuggets.
is that a lisp? Is that a lisp you got there?
No, it's not gonna
That
be.
sounded like a lisp.
I'm not gonna bring the lisps down.
No,
there.
it sounds like you got a lisp. Is that a lisp?
No,
Is that a
I
lisp?
don't have any
Is
children.
that a lisp?
No,
No,
I don't have any children.
No, it just sounds like you got a lisp. I'm just slightly concerned by your
I'm getting
lisp.
some bubbly,
Is that a lisp?
bubble drinks.
Can you just answer my
No, I
question?
don't understand what
I have
you
a new
mean. No,
question. Is that a lisp?
No,
Do you have a lisp?
I don't have. No, I'm clean.
sorry.
I'm clean.
No, it's not a transmission disease question. No, just answer my new question. Is that a lisp? It sounds like you got a lisp. Is that a lisp? Just say yes or no. Is that a lisp? Is that a lisp?
Sorta number 1 can interject. No, stay away, dude. That's fine.
That sounds like a lisp.
No,
Sorry, can you just answer? Is that a yes or no to the lisp? Is that yes?
I don't
Can you
understand
just
the
say?
question. I don't understand
Can you
the
just say
question.
yes? You've got a lisp. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
So I'll take you to the French tart. And I'll
Suit
teach
number
you-
2,
I'll-
please.
Well, I'll take you out for a meal deal boots and into the park and watch the sunset.
That cheese sandwich.
I do like a cheese
My
sandwich.
favourite. I like them
Dipping
as well.
in
They're very
soup.
nice. Very
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Yeah.
Whereas I, of course, would take you.
Sorry,
to
suit
me
number
Aunt
3.
Susan's.
Sorry, suit number 3. I wasn't finished with number 2.
But of course, I said how rude of me. I sit back and led you towards number 2. Yes, thank you, John. And sorry, I haven't really given my answer yet.
Sorry,
I
no,
think-
lisp. No, it's a no. It's a no from the lisp. It's a no from the lisp.
Oh.
Silla, I don't like any of them. Taralov!
Just literally approaching them with just like a random question, but saying it as fast as possible, and then watching them just go.
It's even thinking hire a cameraman just so that they're really like, oh gosh.
Is that thing on?
Just going up to them, just like, who's your favourite Spice Girl?
That's great.
Jerry. Obviously.
Jerry, were you a Jerry? Hang on, whoa. Jerry.
All day long, mate.
I flitted between the posh bitch and the little
you would,
the
wouldn't you?
Long one.
You know what,
Don't call her a kid, man.
baby. Sorry, that's much better.
Child one.
You know what? Them now,
Yeah.
sporty. Back then, never.
Yeah.
Them
Oh
now,
yeah,
sporty.
never.
But back then,
When she chopped all her hair off, I was a little bit like, hello.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's interesting.
Shit, and Brian Adams fancies her, really?
but there was that rumour, wasn't there, when they first came out that she was actually a man, and that stuck with me for a long time.
I never heard that rumour.
Did you not? No. It was maybe it was just me.
What I liked about her was everyone was like, ugly, first couple of songs, and then it was like, oh, but she's the only one who can sing.
Yeah.
And they're making it really apparent by like being like, la 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 la, and her go, ha! over the top of every song.
And then they're just like, yeah, that's great, but can you just do a cartwheel now or something? Because you're sporty.
So tired. I have to sing all the big stuff.
We need the scary one to do some sort of rap sort of verse. Just get her to do that.
That's not racist, is it? You rap, right, Scary?
Is it racist we've called her scary? Is it racist we've called her Scary Spice? I don't know, is
We
it?
dress her in leopard print. We're just like, what the fuck, man?
We'll just go with it.
That's not 90s racist. That is not 90s racist at all. Today, that's fucking racist. There is no way now you can start a girl band and be like, let's put the black chicken
With
leopard print,
stereotypes. You could
and
not-
she raps.
She raps and she's still scary.
Yeah, she's mean too.
Boss, she's got a really long tongue. Well, get her to stick it out all the time in every picture. In every promo picture, she's got to have a tongue out, all right?
Red hair, you're the slut. You, I guess, baby, that'll cover it. Another niche.
Gets the pedos in.
There we go.
That's got the dads on side.
They really did think this out,
Spotty,
didn't they?
you're the leather dealt with. That covers the entire gay generation. And then who we're missing?
And then we've
we'll
got
get
Posh
some
that-
cunt down the
Posh
end
that
as
bring-
well.
Posh will bring in, all the
Yeah.
Surrey side people. That's got all them all in.
Oh yeah, what about Surrey?
Surrey side.
We didn't think about Surrey or Cheshire. We'll get someone with a pencil stuck right up there. She won't even sing. She just looked fucked off in the background.
I hate phoning in sick. I fucking hate
Nah,
it.
so do I, man. Like, it's
And
just.
as a manager, you hate it when your staff call in sick.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know when you answer the phone and you're
Yeah.
like, Joe Jackson, blah, 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 how can I help you? And you just hear, Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Shut up. Get to work.
Hi, Joe. Let's do it quickly now. You're going to answer the phone. I'm going to be a staff member calling in sick.
Okay.
Ready? Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, Joe speaking. Get to work, you cunt.
Hi, Joe. No, I'm really, really sick, Joe.
Oh yeah, what's the problem? What's the problem?
I've just been sick all
Yeah,
night.
that's what is that a symptom? Because that doesn't sound like a
No,
problem.
all night I was being sick.
Being
and
sick all night.
I was on the toilet. I just kept
So you were sitting on the toilet and being sick into your lap. Is that what you're saying?
I feel dizzy.
You feel dizzy?
I just feel dizzy, Joe.
Yeah.
I just feel dizzy.
What just happened just then? It sounded like you were molested or raped
I was
by a boar.
just being sick, Joe.
Just being sick?
I don't think I can come to work, Joe.
You don't think?
No, I can't.
So you definitely definitely.
I'm not gonna go doctor though. I'm gonna know.
You're not going to go. You're not going to go to the doctor
I'm
either.
too sick.
But you're going to have like 3 days off.
And just ignore my Facebook posts of me
Yeah,
being out
of
till
course.
3 in the morning. That was from the other week. I got tagged in that post as,
Yeah, you didn't
as
just
a joke.
So that's you that hasn't just woken up in Newcastle then.
No,
okay.
I'm definitely not in Newcastle.
You're definitely not in Newcastle.
You're not in No. Secure that accent.
Just
I'm
secure that.
not.
Secure that accent, Hassan.
So that's what we have to deal with as
It's bullshit.
retail managers.
It's absolutely bullshit.
So when the time comes that like you have to phone it sick,
You feel judged, don't you?
yeah,
You feel totally judged.
Because when you generally are sick,
You feel like
sound
someone
a
is
dick.
sitting there rolling their eyes at you. As I said, like as with me not having any tattoos at all, it's not that I've thought about it.
You're a good Christian boy, aren't you, Joe?
No, not in the slightest.
It's a bad Christian boy.
Yes, that's how the priests like me.
Oh, that's dirty.
That is there, isn't it?
Oh, so you're Catholic.
Yeah. Is there? Don't. No, this not. No,
Are we going to have to go to confession?
No. We. Yeah. No. I've had ideas for like tattoos, and I've been to like tattoo shops and stuff like that. Like there was one in Soho that I went to with a friend of mine, and the guy in there was, it's a small place. It was above a sex shop because it's Soho. And we sort of went up there, and the guy was just like, "Hey, like, you looking?" Just like, "Nah, just kind of just checking stuff out, looking at the artwork and that." And he's like, "Oh, cool. Well, like, this is some of the stuff I've been working on like this week." Went through his camera, and it was just like, basically just like 7 vaginas that he'd just pierced, and I was like, "Cool."
Are you looking to get your vagina pierced?
Those aren't tattoos.
How's your vagina? Does it need some bling?
No. These are photograph-like tattoos.
Yeah.
Vaginas being pierced.
I did these on a guy's back.
In that case, you're amazing. He had 7 in a row down his back. With a chain linking them all.
Yeah, that was kind of odd as an experience.
Quite a month or so ago, me, Joe, and Harry Bone, we went up London for the Podnose meet and greet to go meet
we went
George
and
Grimwood
saw.
stuff.
We went up to Islington.
Had a few beers and pizza.
Saw George. Met George, who
George.
runs Podnose. Shout out to George.
And Harry was hilarious as expected.
Yeah, standard.
And on the way home, we said goodbyes to Harry, so we went back to Kingston, and we were running for this train. 'Cause it was going to leave soon, wasn't it? We saw it on the board. And
we went full blown Home Alone with it,
and we needed, and both of us needed a piss so fucking bad.
Yeah,
of course we've been drinking, so we fucking run to this train. We're running down the carriage till we see the toilet on one.
Yeah, one of those fancy southwestern trains,
and we jump on it. I'm like, toilet. I was like, you first, and I sat down.
So. Like if you're familiar with the trains, like you've got like your carriage door, and then there's usually a portal which is the toilet, and then across from the toilet is usually like a row of seats, not to wait for the toilet, just so you can sit down and shit. But
but you shit in the toilet, it's not on the seats.
You shit on the seats if you want, but you're a disgusting human. And so like we get on. And the door's shut, as it always is. It's not open. And I pressed the button. But I snuck around the side because I've had previous experiences on those trains where I've pressed the button and someone's in there, just sat down, and I'm just like, oh, God, I've made eye contact and they're shitting. And it becomes like a bit
awkward.
Sexual.
Yeah. Oh, sexual.
Not awkward, it's sexual. It's incredibly sexual.
Okay.
But so, yeah, I learned from my mistakes and I hit the button and then I just turned around the corner and hid. By this point, Greg has sat down like opposite the toilet and the door has opened. And the only thing that I see is Greg just make that sort of like startled, shocked, like, oh my God, we've done the wrong thing face.
And I'm like looking at him, it's like, what? And he's just like pointing, just like, there's someone in there. But I didn't see what Greg saw.
So
what did you see?
to me, I'm sat there, I'm sitting there going, hurry up, Joe, I need a piss. The door slowly starts to open, as slow as they do, like a circular sort of door. And as it's sliding, like a Star Trek door, as it's sliding around, I just see this guy sat on the toilet.
Like trousers down to the ankles.
Mate, they're like on his knees, I'd say. On his knees, you know. No one's that comfortable.
He didn't commit.
No one's that comfortable.
He didn't
with
commit.
it. He hated the fact he had to do it. I can't imagine any situation where I'd think, I need to shit on this train. Before it's even left the fucking platform, I need to go now.
Yeah.
He was desperate. Door fucking opens, and I just see this guy sat there, and his face, like just pure confusion.
His nightmare
fear,
had come to life.
Nightmare, and it's slowly opening, and you lean forward on the toilet, but you're just out of reach to hit the button, which is a bad design, to be fair. So I see this guy just kind of getting up, going, no, fuck, no, trying to hit the button, and he's not hitting it. I was like, no,
this is not happening. And
he hits the button, but it still opens the full way. Waits for a second and then slowly closes again. It's not fast. Just sat there looking at this guy, just like, oh my God. He's looking at me, just like, no. And the door just shuts slowly. And there's a train full of people laughing, like,
dude, so funny.
Sorry, if you're out there or
So
you've heard
sorry.
a guy that's gone through this traumatic experience, we're sorry. Where is
I hate
love?
it, man. You know what? In Oliver Twist, you know when he's doing what's that? I Do Anything. That
Yeah.
song. I
Do anything.
There's one bit where
Would
it
you
cuts.
climb a mountain, anything?
Would you fight my bill? What fisticuffs?
Fly to Timbuktu and back again. Yes, I do know that song.
Yeah,
I was in the junior school play of Oliver.
But anything, just
anything.
No, he doesn't. He just goes anything, and it's just like I want to fucking wreck you. I want to fucking kill you for that.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
He just sounds so weak,
fair enough,
and feeble, and it's just like ugh.
Who will buy my beautiful roses?
That entire scenario. Imagine waking up on a fucking Tuesday morning to that racket outside. Getting up, going to your fucking 9 to 5,
mate,
and you're just like, are you kidding me with this?
Concept. What if?
Why are you
What if you woke up one morning?
What if you woke up and every
you woke
day?
up one morning and like the episode of Buffy, I'm ripping it off. You wake up one morning.
I never saw that episode.
It's great. It's really good.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping for it to be terrible.
No, it's really good.
Okay.
You wake up one morning and everything's a musical for like a whole day.
Oh my God!
But everyone's sung fine.
But you're like, but you're just not in musical mode. You're just going about your daily.
But unfortunately,
everything.
Unfortunately, because of whatever's happened, everyone is living out their own personal musical. So they're all having.
They're
like,
not in sync.
They're all having their own. No, they're all having like their own.
Imagine public transport. I can't believe we're sat here.
Press the button, ring the bell, ring the bell,
I'm going to look at porn on my phone.
I can see
I
him
hope
looking
no one sees
at porn. He's looking at porn. He's looking at porn.
Ooh, that girl looks like a scat.
Meal deal from Boots today. Cheese sandwich and some McCoys.
No, madam, you cannot have a refund.
Well, that's half of it.
Yeah,
That's pretty much half the play. We've done it already. All Seeing Guys, the musical, coming soon.
My start will be like, Nightmare Before Christmas. When he goes to the Christmas.
What's this?
Mine goes like, what's this? Oh shit! I've gone through my alarm. Oh bollocks! Where are my socks? I can't believe I've done this one more time. I spoke too much, but we don't get paid. It'd be great.
The bus.
I'm going to miss my train. The bus! Oh, shit. I'm not near the bus stop. A lot of it's going to be me going, oh, shit. That's how my mornings always start. I say, oh, shit, like 18 times.
I came across an email recently which made me fucking crack the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I hadn't had one of these before, really. It's like one that was actually written to me in this sort of format.
Yeah.
One that I was like, this actually is quite a good read. It came from, I can't remember if I can say her name, Adevotke Azizu.
Let's have a look.
Well, I'm going to pass it over to you. Because I thought Joe could read this out. I thought it'd be much better if Joe read this email I received.
Of course, it'd be far more offensive.
Friend of mine, as soon as I got this, I put it on Facebook and had like family members comment on it. Just like it was very good banter. But yes, so this is the email. This was the email I received. Joe,
hello.
There you are.
Thank you very much.
Joe's going to read the email
bit of reading right now
in question.
It's so good. This is from Robert Azizu. I'm gonna do an accent, and we're all gonna be thinking it, so don't fucking have a go. Hello, Armstrong. How are you and your family?
We're quite well.
I'm lawyer to my late client, Mr. George Armstrong. That is great.
George.
I love that.
Uncle George.
I'm
George,
lawyer.
Yeah.
It just says I'm lawyer.
Ah, yes, Uncle George. I liked him.
I'm lawyer to your late client, Mr. Uncle George Armstrong. He was my citizen in the country. Sorry, I fucked that up. Oh dear, Rum, you're a beautiful thing. He was a citizen of your country, the former director Oryx Petroleum Benin. Before he died, he had an account valued at $8,500,000 deposited in Bank Benin. I want to present you the next of kin to claim the funds with my assistance. Reply directly to my email, equalitypico@outlook.com. Email that motherfucker. and ask for more details, and I'll give it you. Best regards, Mr. Robert Azizu.
What was his company again?
It was Director Oryx Petroleum Benin.
Oh, I used to love Uncle George's stories about petroleum Blenheim.
Oh man,
I used to love his stories about petroleum.
I think you told me about a few of his stories.
We used to sit around Uncle George, sit around the fire, tell us a few petroleum fucking stories. He was funny. Couldn't shut him up about it.
I just love the fucked grammar on this. I was sold when I saw I'm lawyer. Just like I am. It's not even I am lawyer. I'm lawyer.
I am the law.
I am the lawyer. Blah 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 blah.
Mate, when I put it on Facebook, and my brothers and my cousins were just like,
sorry.
Uncle George.
I missed the best bit. The best fact. Like I thought I'm lawyer was good. This bit's way better. Before his died.
I almost spat drink out my nose. I just feel like
before his died.
I just feel like I got out of a swimming pool. You feel it on your eyes.
Oh dear. Oh my lord.
Before
his died, he had account value of $8,500,000 deposited with Bank Benin.
It was real. I better ring him up actually. I better email it to you.
I mean, mate, there's nothing to laugh at $8 million.
Better be safe. You imagine if I got $8 million.
Imagine
mate, Uncle George died.
Apparently. No. Imagine Robert Azizu going to his boss and just being like, "Sir, no one is claiming all these millions of dollars. I do not understand. It's like they do not trust us."
They need to know that I am the lawyer of the uncle who has died.
He doesn't understand that I'm lawyer.
I also heard on the bus an old woman was sat down talking to an older gentleman, and the old dear turned around and she said, the old man was like, "I see youngsters sit on the seats. It's not right." And the old dear turned around and went, "I know, it's terrible. Sometimes when I stand on the bus when there are seats. I wait for youngsters to come and sit in the empty seats, and then I ask them to give up their seat for me because I'm old."
Fucking sadistic. Man, don't trust old people, man. Don't trust old people.
A pre-planned method.
I heard you say it, yeah.
That's amazing. That's why I never sit down in the what are they called? On the
buses.
The
buses.
No, it's like
the seat you have to give up for like a disability or
no, it's not called that.
Priority seat.
Priority seat.
Spastic seat.
The priority seat, which in
the
itself,
SPAC seat.
which in itself
the
is a bit of a
the deacon seat.
It's a bullshit.
The Joey
fucking
Deacon
name.
seat.
It is a bullshit name. The priority seat.
It is.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it is. Yeah.
Oh, you clearly take priority. What if that old man is a fucking paedophile? How's he got the priority over me to sit down there? He should be walking.
Or what about like the old guy that stinks of piss and just like, I've got to prioritise this piss stinking man? Like
the priority paedophile seat on train.
Wait, mate, get out of the seat.
I'm a priority pedo. You got to let me sit down.
I need to prioritise.
I'm VIP pedo.
I'm a VIP pedo. A very important pedo.
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah. Jimmy Savile, VIP.
A member of Parliament. Hey.
Political.
Right? Yeah.
Political
Yeah,
times.
no, we have to get the political in there just so we can use the hashtag political so we get more people to listen.
And that makes sense.
Right?
That's why you sometimes talk about music and play it at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Culture.
Yeah, hashtag music.
Culture.
And hashtag pop culture.
Yeah.
Down with the kids.
Down with
.com.
No,
I
that's,
get it. It all
that's the
falls into
pedo.
place
That's the
when you're
pedo
in the
hashtag that we
studio.
have. Down with the kids.
Yeah. We're going to go on to a new segment now.
Is it?
We were recently made aware of some website. I first heard it on Strange Times,
Then in a Facebook chat with one of the hosts, Davian Dent, he gave us the link because I told him I might have fun if what it was. And basically, it brings up things people were typing into porn search engines.
Yeah.
It brings up like a live feed. You can filter it to like gay, straight, she-male, worldwide, individual countries.
You can choose the countries, can't you?
Yeah. It's a real look into people's preferences. So funny. The first time I looked at it, I saw Foot Detective come up. Someone searched Foot Detective.
Foot Detective.
And honestly, guys, it's so deprived. You just click this link and it just brings up a feed.
See, because I remember you sharing it with me, and then I kind of got into it because it was just really, really funny. But I swear to God, I saw things on there where it's just like your typical like names and like certain things, and then all of a sudden it will just have like someone searching for recipes.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's not Google. Like, don't Google things like that. Like,
so it basically just brings up what people are typing into porn websites, what they're searching for, what videos they're looking for, and it brings up what they've typed in, and it's quite an eye opener to what's going on around us. So we were thinking, how can we make this into a segment? How can we use this without just reading them out?
Yeah,
how can we do this?
Something we kind of wanted to make it a little bit different because as funny as it would be just to read out all these. Which
we do quite often down the. That's how we help name shots down the pub.
Yeah, that's it. But we kind of came up with a slight idea.
Joe had a great idea.
Oh, you know what? I've just realised what the other fucking name was for the that we were going to call this segment.
What?
Wankety Wank.
Oh, Wankety Wank. That does make more sense, actually. Maybe we should call it, because we still could call it Wankety Wank.
Yeah, but you put all the effort into the jingle.
Yeah, but it hasn't got the name of it in there. The jingle doesn't have the name of what we've called it in there.
I mean, it only works because it's like, basically the scenario for this segment. Maybe we should play the jingle first.
Explain it first.
All right. Well, so the idea we came up with was that like I wrote like a little story, but with blanks in it. So what we're gonna do is during this story we're gonna fill in the blanks with porn searches. Oh dear! I'll tell you what. If you prefer,
so we were calling it natural porn killers.
Yes,
but I prefer Wankety Wank
because it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
It fits in with the blanks
because of like the blankety.
So we're going to call it Wankety Wank. So yeah, Joe writes a little story. He leaves blanks, and I fill them in with someone's search from this porn search engine, and we see where the story takes us. So let's do it. This is the segment. We're going to call this
Wankety Wank.
Wankety Wank.
I'm on the middle six, and these are my middle six.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. This is a story about little Suzy. It was Suzy's birthday, and she was turning 8 years old. She was excited because she was getting
a taboo hand job
as a present from her parents and was having a party. On the morning of the party, Suzy's mum asked her to go to the shops to get some last-minute things for the party. Suzy walked down the road to Mr. Patel's
slave maid
shop and walked in. "Hello, Suzy. Happy birthday," said Mr. Patel. "Hello."
Arab sodomy,
said Suzy. "I need to get these things for my party. I need 4
black cocks,
a
fucking machine, sexy bra,
and
perfect granny feet.
Also,
British chav.
1 more.
No lube.
And also a
light spanking."
My, that sounds like you're having a hell of a party," said Mr. Patel as he gathered all her items. "There you go, Suzy," he said. "Say hello to your mum for me and tell her that I have that
butt plug
she asked about." "Okay, bye." And Suzy walked home to prepare for her
obese anal cream pie
party.
So it's a segment where I throw a what-if scenario at you and we discuss maybe how you'd react to it.
Yeah. So you get to play this as well.
So stand by, because this is What If.
What if I bechazzled my mum?
What if I fingered a hamster?
What if farting was a language?
What if I woke up and I was Asian?
What if?
What if?
What if you swapped bodies with a stranger? So, ready? Let me set the scene, okay? You're out for a friend's birthday. You're uptown, and you're really fucked up. Yeah, you're really fucking drunk. You don't really know where you are, but you have a group of mates, you're on the piss. The night is drawing to a close and you're getting ready to roll out the pub. And just as you leave the pub, really drunk, you make eye contact with a stranger in a group of their own. Different to you, perhaps it's foreign, different gender, perhaps it's a she or a homeless person, but you make eye contact with a complete stranger as you're leaving the pub. And then all of a sudden, fucking zoom! Whatever noise it might make, you swap bodies. All of a sudden, you're in their body looking back at you the other side of the room or across the road. And perhaps it happens just in time as you get bundled into the back of a cab with your friends and it drives away. Now you're alone. Someone else's body in a strange town. It's not your eyes you're seeing through, and it's not a face you recognise. What do you do?
Wait, but do I have my mind? Is it my mind?
No. You just swap bodies with someone.
So it's my mind.
It's now in someone else's body.
Mate,
that you don't know.
But it is. Do I have the memories? Do I have the memories?
Yeah, you're yourself. You're yourself.
So then I just go home.
You don't have his memories. Yeah, but you're in his body.
Yeah.
With his group of friends, and he's fucked off in your body.
Oh my god.
So my memories.
Yeah, it's your soul. It's
me.
your mind. It's you, but in a stranger's body. You've just swapped places all of a sudden. You're really drunk. You're far away from home. Just boom.
Okay, step one. Check his dick.
Yeah. And if it's a girl, check the vagina.
Yeah. Oh, so I could just change bodies with a girl?
It could be anyone.
Oh, that is it.
Could be a homeless guy.
Whoosh.
Game over, innit? Really?
I was like, see ya.
But you wouldn't know how to swap back. You wouldn't know,
I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know who to speak to about that. I'd probably kill myself.
Bang their Mrs./man.
Yeah, I'd definitely probably do some experimentation.
You'd rob them, but you'd basically be robbing yourself, wouldn't you? You'd be robbing. No.
I suppose you would have to try and track yourself down.
How?
And just be like, maybe they would be like, "Oh, thank God you're here. We swap bodies." Or they'd be like, "Yes, I'm Joe now."
Oh God.
Yeah, but what's this Zoom thing?
That's just you swapping.
It's a sound effect.
So surely,
it's a sound effect.
So we've swapped.
Yeah.
And then the guy can see me, so I'm going, look, hang on, what's happened here? I know.
You got to find out where this person lives. Fucking, we'll find out. We'll go back to yours.
I mean, the other person's probably going to freak out as much as you are.
You get back to Sarah's, you'll be at your home, and she answers the door, and she's looking at this random guy, and you're like, "It's me, Ed." She's not going to be like, "Oh, okay, Ed. I see you swap bodies coming in." Yeah. She'd be like, shut the fucking door, fucking not letting you in.
You'd have to be there, and you'd just be like, "Look, I can convince you that like I am me." Because I don't think it's
like in the films. It could be like, "Oh, I know that you."
It's like in Ghost
that you clap your hands 3 times before you put your slippers on.
It'd be like ask a personal question, and she'd be like, "Oh, how big's your dick?" And I'd be like, "Oh, 15 inches," and she'd be like, "Come on in, it's Ed." You know it would.
But it's not going to be like in the films where she'll be like, "Oh, Ed, it is you," like, rubbing your face.
Dude, come on, a believable size. Come on.
Did I say inches?
I meant meters.
I meant meters.
I meant clicks, Vietnam style. It's 15 clicks.
Just yards. Yards of dick.
So Amazon are offering customers like buttons to stick around your home to order essentials. I.e., they could put a button by your toilet, so when you look and you run out, when I'm running out of toilet roll, you just press the button and you've automatically one-click bought your bog roll off Amazon.
That's a bit too much for me. That is technology gone mad. What
the
fuck, man?
It's for the next day. Dash button links to people's accounts via home Wi-Fi. They will cost Amazon Prime customers only $4.99.
Huh. I mean, it's an interesting concept. But like,
what else would you use?
Wouldn't you want to just get it hacked and you'd be like, "Oh, my butt plug's getting a bit fucking."
There's going to be so many people that are so lazy they're just going to have buttons everywhere. And I mean, I'm running out of fucking oregano. Better press me button. There we go. Yeah. Which one is it?
The button's bigger than the jar.
Which one is it? Get the map out. Get the map out so I can see which button this is. Because you've got fucking 75 on this one rule.
What? Where's the oregano button? Next to the sage.
Next to the sage. Well, where's the sage button?
Next to the cumin.
Next to the cumin, you bastard. Oh, we've got loads of cumin though. Oh no!
I pressed the wrong button.
That's why we moved the button, because we never run out of cumin. Oh God! I've ordered cling film. Oh God!
We've got 87 rolls of that.
James
and Barbara there.
James Klingfilm.
Just James Klingfilm. Sick.
That's a
Barbara was so happy to marry into that family.
heard, our plan was to hit Eden Kebab and go chill at the spot. The spot I actually mentioned the spot a few episodes back. I think possibly in the Bee in the Bonnet. I used to go there on my own, chill, eat, have a piss. The spot is purely a wall by the car park. It's usually pretty chilled, so our drunken heroes headed to Eden Kebab, purchased some food, and we joined them at the spot. Them being us and Jack.
And by this point as well, we are fucking like.
Oh yeah, we had a few more drinks after that, and then went to the kebab.
Yes, so as you heard, we come here to the spot, and as that woman just asked me if she can have some, we have the food here, and it's all fine.
Eden's the spot, isn't it?
Can't beat Eden, man.
Eden's the spot.
Eden's the spot.
You know, like, the sad thing is, like, I've been living in Kingston for about 2 years now, and the amount of money I've spent in Eden could probably put my kids through college. But you know what? One, I'm probably never going to have kids.
Yeah.
And two, I prefer kebab to putting my kids through fucking college.
That is a hell of a quote.
Where you look at a kebab menu and they got the fucking weird, like, black and white digits sort of thing. Like what you see on an airplane.
Prices.
Like what you see on an airport.
The prices.
Like, all I saw was £5. I didn't realise there was a secret one hidden at the front of it. And then it's just like, I turn around to him and it's like, hey guys, been coming here for quite a while now. What's the Eden special? And they just look at me and go, right. And then they get their fucking mission control glasses on and they take out every single shish kebab off the fucking rack that they've had prepared all day, slam it on the grill. You got the dude and he's like, I don't know what to do anymore. And he's just shaving all the fucking shawarma and all the doner off of the thing. And then there's
Mate,
like,
it's everything, man. It's everything on the menu.
And then
I'm surprised they didn't put a fucking quarter pounder in there, man. Like,
I spent £15 on a kebab.
Yeah, but you got like 3 kebabs out of it.
And I ate the whole fucking thing.
Hero.
That's probably why I had the shits for last week.
To be fair, yes.
You know what EastEnders is missing, though? Incest.
Has there not been an incest story?
I'm sure there's been some sort of doodah.
There was briefly an incest story, but it was a step story. And that was with Sharon.
Oh, Sharon and fucking
Dennis. Yeah. Because she was his stepsister, adopted sister.
Yeah, that's it.
And that was the whole discussion. It's not right, we're brother and sister. And then they'd have crazy sex.
We're brother and sister. Fuck. Well, as I said, that was a while ago, so maybe a bit more incest.
Well, maybe.
Maybe we would start watching it and then review it. It'd be funny.
I watched about 10 minutes episode every day, first time in years. I don't even need to know what's happened.
Nah.
I kind of get it. It's all like it's been 10 minutes. I don't know who anyone is, but I kind of get it.
I think with how high the murder rate is in Walford, I can't believe people can still move there.
It's just soap land. Like, oh, you fucked my mum, but we're still friends.
Yeah.
You killed my fucking brother, but it's okay. We can still be down the pub having drinks together at the Queen Vic, and then we'll go over to Dots and fucking drink fucking hemp tea,
and sherry.
Like, it's all that, and there's always explosions, murders, rapes.
Why would you live in this area?
Like, it's statistically the crime rate in that fucking square must be ridiculous.
I know, and it's a small place as well.
You would think there would probably be a more popular police-based character in that show who just has to be in that square.
I think they
all the time because it has such a big crime rate.
They need more people on the
bounces
beat.
between there and Coronation Street.
They need more people on the beat because you don't see enough like extras that are police officers in the market, or they're not patrolling. Because it's although they make it look like a big old la-di-da big place, it's a fucking cul-de-sac.
It feels like they need armed police down there.
Yeah, I think it's such an odd setup because like it's a small street with the centre point being a pub.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, and then like you go down a little bit more. There's a tube station, and then there's the rest of London.
The laundrette.
It's odd, man. It's just an odd. There's not anything like this anymore.
There's the corner shop.
Yeah, there's not anything that like.
There's the calf, of course. Don't forget the calf and the Archers.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know I live in a road, and like down the road is a pub and a cafe and a newsagent.
True, actually, yeah.
Like,
all this is actually, to be fair, it's all here.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It's just the setup. It's odd.
But yeah, you don't know everyone.
Yeah, I don't at all now.
You've not just moved... When you moved into this flat, it wasn't like EastEnders mode where as soon as you moved into this flat...
It took me 8 months to have a conversation.
You instantly became involved
in
everyone's life down this road.
Yeah, funny enough, I did move in and then get murdered the next day.
Did you?
Yeah.
But as Soap planned is, I came back.
You came back.
Made a comeback.
And you're okay.
Yeah,
and
yeah. It was fine. It wasn't really explained.
And obviously, you and the person that murdered you have now formed like
absolutely
a darts
fine.
team.
Yeah, no,
and
we're
you
absolutely
play down
fine.
the fucking
We're actually
Duke every
sleeping
night.
together now.
You sleep together.
Yeah,
okay, that's great. But remember, you did get his mother pregnant.
I know. I mean, and you know, I can't help but feel that he hasn't forgiven me for that, and I'm gonna get killed again.
Yeah.
The Nazi guy in Surbiton, he was by the bench the other night whilst I was waiting for a bus, and he was going off.
Was he?
I got a front row seat to his madness, and I kept looking at him, and he kind of he was shouting stuff because he knew that I'd been looking at him, and like walked very, very close to me, but then walked along to another person who had also been staring at him, and this person was on their phone, and this guy just starts like talking to him, and the guy was just like, "I'm clearly on the fucking phone, fuck off." And he's just like, but he's still going for it, talking absolute bollocks. Then I hear him just like, "I've been arrested so many times. I'm very scared of the police." And it's like, stop acting like a cunt.
Yeah,
then,
stop
really.
being a dick.
Stop being a dick. He's like shouting and shit.
You know, you're
entire-
known as Nazi man. You're known as Nazi
you're known
man.
as Nazi man, which is again the worst superhero.
Yeah. Who hangs outside Waitrose, isn't he?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, outside Waitrose.
His special power is gas, just being fired at people. Poisonous gas, just being fired at people.
That's why you can't use the public phone boxes in Surbiton, because once you're in there and shut the door, he comes underneath.
Perfect.
Gas who? That should be a Ritz Cricker Dick Disturbance villain, actually.
What, Nazi man?
Nazi man.
Yeah, Nazis see that coming.
Okay, no, I did not see that coming.
That's how puns work, Joe.
This is great.
I heard this one the other day. This was also on the bus.
Yeah.
I won't be long. Do you want some chips from KFC, babe?
Chips from KFC, nothing but the best.
Chips.
Yeah.
Just chips as well, not chicken.
You know they do quite good chicken. It's pretty good, you know.
No, because they think the C in KFC stands for chips. Kentucky Fried Chips.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Babe, I went in there the other day. You won't believe it. They started doing chicken.
We've been I thought Dippers was just one handful of chips all this time.
I thought these were fatty chips.
Fatty chips.
Turns out this is chicken.
This one I had to text Joe about the other day. I was walking past a church, and there was like a play group finishing or something, and the mums were coming out, or maybe they just dropped their kids off, but they're coming out with
You've been listening to a lot of kids?
I have, yeah. So they're always around. Like with...
in your dungeon.
Yes. And he's got the...
I was going to say basement.
No,
they came out of their prams, and I heard one of them say to the other...
snatched them out of their prams?
No, they've all passed with their prams, Jesus. And I heard one mum say to the other, well, he's white, he's going to do what he likes.
Wow.
That's a defining characteristic of white
Yeah,
people.
like, well, she's got
do whatever the fuck we like.
Or it's just a little rhyme, isn't it? Maybe it's just...
I am white. I do what I like.
But it does rhyme, doesn't it? Like
just going into like a newsagent, just wiping out the magazines off the shelf. I am white. I do what I like.
He's white. He's going to do what he likes. Like,
well, he is right. He is white, and he does what he likes.
I don't even know what the hell they were talking. Maybe they're talking about some misfit, or maybe a cat. Maybe it was a cat. It could have been something as innocent as a cat.
Oh, it could have been. Yeah, but even that, is that a defining characteristic of a cat?
Because he gets mucky all the time. He's he's white. He
true.
does what he likes. He doesn't mind about getting mucky. He does what he likes.
Care and attention.
A mother has expressed outrage after her young daughter bought a book with sexually explicit information in it. Melissa McDonald, 12 years old daughter, returned home with a book that contained a graphic cheat sheet of sexual slang.
Oh, really?
Yes. The Academy was hosting the author of the book, Judo Dawson, but ended up apologising to parents, claiming a very small number of age-inappropriate books were sold without authorisation. Sounds weird, doesn't it?
That does sound weird.
How weird is that?
That's a really
weird
That's
statement.
a really weird statement to release. Yeah.
And a small number of age-inappropriate books were sold without authorisation.
That's an odd situation.
So the mother said, "My daughter loves books, so I gave her the money to buy the book." And this is the book she came back with. I'm going to hold up the cover of the book to Joe, and Joe will read you the title of this book.
This book is gay. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the clue was in the title.
So she was meant to buy a book called Margaret and Me.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But she ended up buying an A to Z of everything mentioned. That it's, it's for 18-year-olds.
It's the A to Z of gay sex.
Like,
oh, we need to get that book, man.
And she took the book home despite the school taking away several copies of the book. But she left early, so she managed to get it home. The mum, Mrs. McDonald, said, "I am disgusted. It's really explicit." Here's a picture of the mum. Now,
a book about gay sex.
When you see the picture of the mum, it just looks to me that
the photographer just said, "Can you do outrage?"
Yeah. She does do outrage. But the only reason she did
successfully,
she complained about this was to get this photo in the paper. You want to see what I think? I'm my last stab at being like a model. Here she is.
She's got a pout on like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, it's a pout. The tilted head.
I'm outraged, but also blue steel.
I heard there was a bunch of like new metal. I say new metal kids. It's 2016, but they definitely look new metal to me.
Like blue bolt jeans.
Yeah, and they walk past. And
oversized leather
I
jackets.
just heard the girl say to her friend, "You can't say Donald Trump isn't a good speaker. He's got charisma. He's very likable."
They shouldn't be discussing that.
It's got charisma.
He hasn't.
It's got charisma of a uncooked fucking potato.
Yes. I knew no matter what you would have said with laugh, but I had no idea where it was going.
The pause had me on fucking the edge of my seat. I was like,
could have been anything.
Yeah.
Could have been anything.
Uncooked potato.
Very topical, man. Do you think he's a very likable Donald Trump?
No, I think he's a racist cunt.
He can't deny he's got charisma. Or do you think she meant hair?
Maybe they were just talking about his hair.
He said maybe they think his hair is such
president.
a good speaker. He should do a L'Oreal advert.
Yeah. It's like the hair. No, they think the hair
because
is the
I'm
actual
worth
president.
it. Build the wall.
You reckon it's just a field where they grow his toupees?
Like hay.
Yeah, like hay bales.
Like a weed.
Toupee bales.
Yeah.
Just a whole fucking barn.
What's that field over there? Oh, that's Donald Trump's hair. It's grazing.
That's the Trump fields. We
The
dare
Trump
not go. We
field.
dare not go there in case
Never go in the Trump field,
he's
unattended.
here for the harvest. His whole body hair as well.
Oh God.
Vines of chest hair.
Anyone that genuinely thinks that guy is that capable of running a country is
a fucking retard.
Furthest arrow shot using feet.
Why have people got to do stuff with their feet? I know, like, if they haven't got arms and stuff, but, like, why? Why have they got to use feet as a
It's a
substitute?
skill, mate. It's an against World of Records.
It's not a skill. When are you going to use that in life?
Every fucking
Greg,
day.
have you ever had a day, like a moment in a day where
Yes.
you've needed a bow and arrow and you can only use your feet to fire it?
No, I wish
I rest my case.
I wish that would come up though.
Really?
Or maybe if I was in a bow and arrow fight for some reason. It's a Barrowman then. If I was in a Barrowman fight, if I was in a John Barrowman fight, I would definitely probably. I think the only way to defeat John Barrowman is with an arrow fired by your feet.
I think he's going to grease.
That's
up.
what I read on the
He's
ancient scrolls.
Is that what you read?
I read on the ancient scrolls the only way to kill John Barrowman is to shoot him with an arrow using one's feet.
Really? Because I heard it was to tie him to a chair and make him watch that shark attack film that he was in, where he has to say to a girl,
"Oh, God,
do you want to go and should go back and I'll lick your pussy."
He says, I suppose he says eat it, doesn't he? Or does he say lick
God.
it? Just after they survived this big shark attack.
Yeah. What do we do now?
What should we do now, John Barrowman? I don't know. When we go home and I reach your munch. Eat your munch.
Eat your munch. Boom. Episode title. Eat your munch.
Eat your munch.
Yeah, I like to think that there's outtakes of him trying to say that line, but just gagging. Just like, how about I go home and lick your pussy? Oh, I'm sorry, I'll get it this time.
No, we're just going to dub you over as someone else, John Barrowman. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're gonna dub you over with someone.
I'm sorry, I keep thinking about it.
Oh gosh.
Don't you know who I am? I'm going to be Torchwood in the future.
Nobody knows who or cares.
Anyway, to give you a bit of an idea about where this horse paddock was. It was down this really quiet road that had maybe 2 houses on it, the whole road. It was like a kilometre long. And the horse paddock was at the end of this very, very long driveway. So you had to open this gate, which was always kept shut, and walk down this really muddy path for ages. And then at the end, in a car it's fine, but like walking would be insane. And then at the end is another gate, and then it opens out into the horse paddock. So me and my boyfriend stayed there that night. We were watching movies, like smoking, having sex, obviously. And so we woke up the next day.
Smoking?
Yeah.
also movies and the horse paddock? You got a good setup there. It's a good setup.
I'm living in a horse paddock, man.
It's great. It gets you laid.
Yeah, TV and a horse paddock.
Yeah. And so in the morning we woke up and we had sex, and then we opened the van door, to sort of let some of the
sex out, yeah.
Some of the stank out.
The
Off you go, sex, go for a run.
And we're laying there naked because there's no one around. This is literally in the bush, like there's no one around. And
that's got to feel really good. Just
yeah,
being in the
it
bush.
was so good.
I'd feel so fucking tribal and awesome.
And the fresh air blowing between your cock and balls.
Run around naked and no one would hear you or see you.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hear
Billy Connolly
footsteps.
did that in the South Pole, I think. Or the
Did
North
he?
Pole, I can't remember. Somewhere cold. He did it somewhere.
He did, yeah.
We hear footsteps and we're like, what the fuck? Like, no one knows where this place even exists. Who's walking up to the van?
Yeah.
Grab a sheet, but can't get clothes on in time. So, grab the sheet.
Hide what you can.
Yeah. And who is it? It's 2 fucking Jehovah's Witnesses who've walked up the whole driveway through 2 gates where they didn't even know there was a house, because there was no house. It was just a fucking paddock. Came to the van, heard voices and said, "Oh, can we tell you about Jesus?"
No!
Hiding the bong, obviously naked.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey,
What did they do? Did they stay?
They stayed. They
How long
spoke to
for?
us. Ages.
They smoked with
We
you?
didn't have a door to shut on
But
them.
were you naked the whole time?
Yeah.
I was outside heading back in after a cigarette, and I heard in passing a girl say to her friend, "No, it's a real leather jacket. I'm such a shit vegan." And I was just like, man, come on.
Oh, that's real leather jacket. I'm just really should've.
Just like, well,
no, it's steak.
why
It's steak. I'm a shit vegetarian.
No, I was just thinking, why is she still having to label herself a vegan if she's clearly not about that life?
I still like leather. I couldn't give that up.
I still, yeah. And beef jerky.
I'm vegan level 4. I still wear leather.
I'm a white belt. I'm still allowed to wear leather.
Yeah, I'm still allowed to wear it for now. If I want to go up to the next belt, we're going to have to go.
Yes. I'm savouring that moment.
And I've got to give up eating
I just
sausage
really
rolls
like this
as well.
jacket.
Sausage rolls, you can hold on to them to level 5.
Yeah, it's true.
I have fallen in love with my hairdresser. He is the most wonderful man I've ever met. But I've just found out we're related and share the same father.
Oh,
I'm 24. He is 28. From the first time we did my hair a couple of years ago, I knew we had a connection. It wasn't like anything I'd ever felt before, and we soon started dating.
This is classic hairdresser gossip.
Our
isn't it?
relationship is so special. We know what each other is going to say before we say it. We laugh and joke, and the sex is too perfect. We are very much in love, and recently started talking about marriage. Neither of us comes
Did
from
she just say
close
that
families.
it was too perfect? Their sex was too perfect.
Yeah. Neither of us come from
You better
close
start
families.
fucking up.
Well, here's the first fucking red light. Neither of us come from close families, but I made the effort to start going to go to my cousin's wedding last week. I got chatting to an aunt, and I was telling her about my partner.
I got sharted up.
She asked his name and what he looked like, so I showed her a photo. She went quiet and then wandered off to chat to other people. I thought nothing of it until she rang me the next day to say she had something to tell me. She said my dad had a child with another woman before I was born, and putting 2 and 2 together, that the child is my partner. Well, 2 and 2, to be fair, he did show her a fucking photo. We never talked
All
much
the clues were there.
We never talked much about our families. Both of us had single mums and don't really get on with. I am now so confused and heartbroken. I have not told my partner, but I'm sure he'll be devastated too. Do I tell him or keep it a secret?
Tell.
I cannot help but how I feel about him. No other man has or ever walking close to him in my eyes. I love him with all my heart, yet I know it's wrong. I wonder how long ago. Well, last week was the wedding, so she's known for a week.
Last week was the wedding.
Yeah, she found out the next day. So
Now,
she's
how
known roughly
credible
about a
is
week.
the fact that this aunt, just through a photo, knows that he's...
Maybe she's been keeping an eye on him. He's from the area.
Maybe she's one of those aunts that really like wine.
Maybe it's just a big fucking joke from the aunt. The drunk aunt's like, haha, this will freak her out. I'll tell her this. This will be funny. And it's all a big lark. It's all a
Yeah,
big
no,
lark.
that's not cool. Yeah, you're gonna
I don't
have
know. It's a bit of a.
It's a half brother. It is the son of her dad. And
I love that this like. I love that like this almost incestuous shit just seems to happen on the regular. And yeah, I've never known anyone to like fuck their cousin or anything like that.
Well, that you've known about.
I think the only thing was like when I was in college, like some guy was dating a girl, and then her dad and his mum got together or something, and then they ended up being stepbrother and sister, and they were still dating, and it was just like, well, I mean,
weird.
you know, like hypothetical, like you
But
know,
if the kids were seeing each other first, maybe.
that was it, right? I was thinking it kind of cancels out. It was like,
Well,
well,
the thing
you know,
is, it's not in theory. It doesn't be... I think the whole point of the incest is the fact that they're blood related.
Yeah.
They're not really blood
That's it,
related.
yeah.
They're just through marriage.
That's
So, in theory, I suppose they could do it. But
because there's no blood relation.
No.
Like
I think
as soon as you start getting blood involved is when it's
Yeah,
a bit
exactly.
incestuous.
These kids and their blood.
Oh my god, just
But the
bleeding
thing
all
is,
over the
though, I
place.
mean-
Fucking flying tampons all over the
now
place.
that you know
raining
that...
blood down on us all.
Now that she knows that, surely she must look at... I'd be like,
Yeah.
retching.
Eventually,
I
you
just
would.
couldn't... I wouldn't
If that
be...
was me, I probably wouldn't speak for a month. And
yeah,
then I'd just be like,
catatonic, like...
Well, she's obviously still with him, and not she hasn't told him. She hasn't told him.
The first thing I say is,
Yeah. What's the matter with you? Nothing. Why are you making that noise during sex? I'm having a really good time. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, exactly.
do
It's
you
just-
remember the time when
I was your sister and your father was mine.
also my brother?
But
I
that's
love
what I mean,
you.
like, she can't... She's saying, like, oh, I can't say... I don't want to say anything, but how can you carry on knowing?
I know.
That's just not cool.
She can't help how
It's
she
insane,
feels.
isn't it?
No, but still...
I love that conversation.
I'm
You
sorry,
know,
it doesn't matter how you... If you found that out, straight away you'd be like, no.
Yeah.
You know, like if she actually did decide to tell him, she'd be like, you know, those times where you know a girl breaks up with a guy, and sometimes she uses the cliche line, you know, I love you more like a brother.
Oh yeah.
This is kind of like that.
It's kind
in
of
the
almost
sense that
You
it's
are.
not like
Exactly
you
like
are my brother, but I still love you like my lover. So what I'm putting on the table is a bit of incest.
That was great.
That was like
wasn't
a
it?
nice blurry fade out montage.
That was hilarious.
That was like the Friends episode where they run out of ideas to pad out the episode series.
They
They
did
just
like one
put
of
in
those.
like
They did
multiple
like
clip shows.
They did like one of those a season.
Yeah, well, we could do that. I could do a clip show just for you and a clip show just for me.
One of the
when we
one of them.
really
I
get
swear to
stuck.
God, one of them was just like Ross and Rachel moments. It was really boring.
Or they just did individual character ones, didn't they? Which no
Oh,
one cared
God.
about. Anyway, I hope you guys.
Wasn't there? They did a clip show where they had to just like. It was things that never actually existed in any
Oh,
episode,
yeah, they
so they
did.
just
Yeah.
created scenes. There's so much effort.
They probably just had like a jam jar or like a fishbowl with all the unused ideas written on a bit of paper in there. They just
Yeah.
like, fuck, just use the fucking random jar, see what we got. Joey gets fat. Right, let's do that. Joey gets
Done.
fat. Write that in. Monica can feed him.
That was just a progressive sort of thing over 10 series. He did get fatter.
And now he presents Top Gear.
There you go.
Anyway, if you enjoyed what you heard, check us out. You can find us, well, wherever you found this podcast.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, All Seeing G, and
And,
Instagram, All
you
Seeing
know,
Guys.
If you like some of the clips that you heard, go back and listen to the entire episode.
Oh, of course.
'cause
There's some
probably things
episodes
we
that I
haven't put
didn't
on
even
there.
use clips from, which are still very good.
There you go.
So go check them out.
Yeah, it's thoroughly recommend doing so.
A little-
And subscribing and reading reviews and writing reviews.
Reading
Why do I
reviews.
always say reading
Just
reviews?
go and read some reviews
Go and,
about us. Don't
go
write
and
one.
read,
Go read
and
some,
read
please.
some reviews on iTunes about us. That'd be great.
There's about 7 that
Write
should keep
one
you
if you
busy
want.
for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Now, it's a little treat to play us out. We usually sometimes the end of a song, but this time we end with a little treat. For those who listen to this episode who've always been listening and heard nothing new, we'll give you something new for the end here.
Oh, we've got a surprise for you.
This is going to be, as you know, we've been making our radio play for our fictional detectives, Ritz Cricker and Dick Disturbance.
That's it. That's the ones. And it's unfortunately grinded to a slow halt due to my unfortunate working schedule.
But don't worry, it's coming back. We're going to end with the first scene. You're going to hear the first scene of the radio play.
Action from the word go.
So I hope you enjoy it. We'll be back, of course, next week with episode 50. Until then, I have been Greg.
And I have been Dick Disturbance.
Ooh, nice.
Ritz, do you read?
Loud and clear.
You see anything yet?
Negative. You?
Well, no. Why would I ask you if I'm looking at him?
He's here. I can feel it. He's here.
I think he'll know this is a trap.
That won't stop him. Higher the stakes, bigger the victory in his eyes.
We won't let him get away with this again.
No, we won't.
Man down!
Here we go!
I see him! He's headed east!
Just stay towards the industrial state. Bloody east. Dick, we got a man down.
Copy. Is it serious?
I'm checking him. You keep on eggs.
Hey, talk to me.
He egged me. 2 of them. 2 eggs at me.
It's not as bad as it looks. He'll come out in the wash.
It's dry clean only.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! I'll get him for you. I swear.
Please. Please don't leave me.
I won't leave you, old-timer. Dick, you're on your own for the time being.
I'm right on him. Give it up, Benedict.
Never!
Ritz, could use help here. We're both going to end up surrounded at this rate.
Eggs up!
What? Show yourself, Eggs. I know you're hiding here somewhere. There's nowhere to go. Where are you?
Behind you! Looks like the yoke's on you! Or will be. Been saving this egg just for you, detective!
So this is how it ends.
For you?
It's not over yet.
Ritz!
No!
Eggs!
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Taste of your own medicine, Eggs Benedict.
No!
Looks like the yoke's on you.
He already made that pun.
Fucking hell.
Here comes the cavalry.
Take him away, boys.
What a scoop! Ritz Cricker Dick Disturbance, Grimwood Gazette. Photo for the front page, detectives.
Make it quick.
Smile, boys. You're heroes.
All-Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All-Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.